In January 2011, an uprising against the government began in the African nation of Egypt. This was due to the country's citizens' united belief that their current president, Hosni Mubarak, should not be in power due to the unstable economic condition he has put the country into. The citizens began this uprising using many online networking sites to organize protests against the current government. The first organized protest was held on January 25th all across the country of Egypt. This protest was primarily non-violent, however there were some reports of deaths of both citizens and police authorities. Over the course of the next few days, as protests continued, the government began giving the military orders to aid police in keeping the protests under control. On February 1st, the president gave an address to the people in Egypt in an attempt to settle protesters. In his speech, he refused to leave the office, but promised not to run again in September during the new elections. This did not calm the protesters, however, for small violent protests continued throughout the night. Violence really heated up on February 2nd when the corrupt Minister of Interior, Habib el Adli, ordered many camels and horses into the streets of Tahrir Square. This resulted in hundreds of casualties. Events like this ensued for about another week and a half. As time passed, citizens began becoming more resourceful with what they used to defend themselves in riots. Eventually, on February 11, 2011, the president finally gave in and resigned from office. Other demands were also met in the agreement, such as Vice President Omar Suleiman shall not run in the next election, the Parliament of Egypt would be disbanded, what people would investigate which officials were violent against protesters, and business owners would be reimbursed for the lost profits during the protests. Since the revolution in Egypt has ended, other countries such as Libya have felt inspired to revolt against their leaders in hopes for a revolution.